That's amazing.
Yeah, because the idea is, and we'll go through, and Jaime and I are going to do a really long, like a 90-minute training at the convention on that, where because we'll have the English actually isn't quite printed yet, but this is the Spanish version of the 11 Secrets booklet. And I don't know if we talked about this in the past, but this is a mass market recruiting tool. So you leave 2 in the seat pocket when you're on an Uber or in an airplane or a Lyft. You go to the dentist office, leave 10 of them there. You go to the chiropractor, leave 10 of them there. Any waiting room, anywhere that this is for the people that you don't know. That's why we call it a mass market piece. It's really, it's powerful. It's the 11 real benefits of doing our business. And so it just gives you another way to put people into this funnel or this pipeline, right? So we can ask them qualifying question. You can show them the biomolecule breakthrough video. They might see this booklet. You might show them the It's Your Turn video, right? So the idea is the thing that you want to convey to your group really now and then really anchor after Immunifest is you got to have a number. And that number is how many people from your team, how many candidates, let's put it this way, how many candidates in a week can your team get in front of a presentation? Any presentation, right? Whether it's a Discover Immunitech streaming, whether it's using the flip chart doing a Discover Immunitech, the biomolecule breakthrough video, the 11 Secrets booklet. So you want to let your people know when they come to convention, they want to go home with hundreds of these, right? And they don't want to put them in their office or store them in their desk. They need to be putting them out in the universe. And, when I would launch a tool like this in my team, I would be thinking, okay, is it possible that my team could get 50,000 impressions out this month? Of ones they'll call, leave a handout, whatever. And as your team grows, some of you have these kind of, larger teams where you can look at those numbers and say, hey, is my number 5,000 a month? Is my number 10,000 a month? Can I get 50,000 in a month? Because that thing that's the pipeline. And the whole secret to creating momentum in your team is how many people in your team are getting people in the top of that funnel, right? You had a follow-up question? Your hand is still up, or was that from the first time?
No, that's me. It's Patricia, and it was Judy before, and now it's me.
Yeah, that was Judy. Yeah.
Yeah. So in our province, Saskatchewan, we can't leave any papers out anywhere. Chiropractor, hospital, dentist, hairdresser. It all has to be cleared off. It's just garbaged, immediately garbaged, right? So as not to spread germs and such. So that's, I have to think, the only place I can put it is tack it onto a grocery store community bulletin board. So
is that a COVID restriction thing?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was true here too, but I think it's less every day.
Nope. No, I'm a retired health, registered nurse, and I go around in those buildings and places. No. So I have to be creative and find other different ways, perhaps electronically, through social media.
Listen, yes, you got to be creative different ways, but I'm just saying, if you look at the numbers of hospitalizations, deaths, right, the serious illness, we really looks promising everywhere in the world that this Omicron virus was the best thing that could happen to us, because it would be our fastest route toward herd immunity. It's like, I came back from the Mexico convention and I did a test when I got, to get on the plane. I needed a test 24 hours before. And then I needed a test, I did a test when I came back and I was negative. And I was like, I don't know whether to be disappointed or happy because, I had COVID. I'm a long hauler with COVID. Okay. So I had it early, like February 2020. And I've done the triple vax thing, but the antibodies from Omicron are amazing. They even work against stronger variants like Delta. So I kind of like, in a way, want to get Omicron, again. Right? But that's what's happening, whether we want to or not. So I think you'll see every 2 weeks from now, it'll be different. 4 weeks from now, it'll be different. Like my chiropractor, they had removed all the magazines. They're all back now. The dentist office, they were like, everybody had to wear a mask. Everything was gone. I went in there maybe 3 weeks ago and the magazines were back. So, but again, it's the other thing, by the way, to train the people is this is a tool to use for when you meet someone and you're never going to see them again. Let's say it's a flight attendant, a waitress, a taxi driver, when I meet some, and the language I use is like, you are too good at your job to be doing your job. I think I'm in a business. I love to work with amazing people like you. And if I give you this booklet, would you review it and then call me and then you have your contact on the back. So teach your people to do that as well. And again, COVID is going to do what COVID's going to do.
I cannot.
Right? So whatever happens, happens. But the point is, don't get bogged down in the numbers of this.
Okay, be quick, please.
I don't think she's talking. Margot, you're on live. Everybody's hearing you.
So just the big picture you guys got to be thinking about is,
She's muted.
okay, what's my number? How many team members do I have? How many are coming to Immunifest? How many are going to watch online? How many will I get to after the event? And then how many can I get them? Again, flip chart, online, booklet, watching the video, sending the links from the video with the app. That's what you want to focus on is how many people can you get in that pipeline.
Randy, I can screen share, I think, what you sent me here. I think I got it in here. Do you want to do that?
Try and pull that up.
Let's see that. Yeah, there it is. There it is. This is desktop. Is that it?
And we've talked about this before, even I think the first week when I joined you guys, we talked about how we had the first contacts and then you want to bring them through the funnel. But this is just the, if you make me co-host, John, I can screen share it. Okay.
There we go. You got it?
Now go to the slideshow.
Okay, what am I doing here?
Just click on that PowerPoint icon there in the email, double click on that. And that'll open up go up to that red box there.
Yeah, Oh, yeah, JS, there it is. There it is.
No, inside the email, in the actual email.
Oh, in the email? Okay,
Yeah.
hang on.
Look at that.
Click on the P inside the email. Click on the P.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, double click that.
Click on the P. That sounds terrible. Do you guys see that?
Okay, now try and drag it from the corner and expand it a little bit. So
I can do that. How's that? How's that?
I'm good.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Better.
Wow. I am
Wow.
learning technology.
that's
old,
right.
Old.
We're gonna-
This proves another thing. You're gonna have to write another book. Old dogs can learn new tricks.
That's right. We're gonna make you a PowerPoint warrior by the time we're done with this.
Okay, Randy, question before we get carried away here. This presentation, is John allowed to share that with us? Or is this company property?
No, he can share it with all of you.
Okay, yeah, because I'd like a copy, I can tell.
And I am recording this call, guys, too. So I'll
Okay.
make sure I can email it to you all as well. You don't have any issue with that, I wouldn't think. So
Yeah, no problem.
good.
So
Great.
yeah, so let me run through this quick and then I'm going to leave you guys go because I got to be gone in like 10 minutes. But I just wanted to jump on and say, hey, so this is the actual specific Immunotech build out of what you read about in the chapter in the book this week. So in other words, you learn those principles. Hey, you know, I mentioned in the book, you need a mass market recruiting tool. Well, that's what this is, and you'll get it at the convention. And by the way, if by chance they get it done 2 weeks before the convention, I'm going to tell them just put it on sale. You know, we told you, I think we're doing a gorgeous magazine, which is now going to be a product catalog that also has other helpful articles. Like here's the spread about the Olympic athletes. And it's just got helpful tips like workout tips and how to biohack your immunity. This is going to be a power, got the scientific advisory board featured in there. Just this is going to be the ultimate marketing tool. Same thing, if they get them done a week early or 2 weeks early, I told them, don't even wait for convention. The second they're printed, put them online and put them available for sale. So just know that they're coming. But so look at this first slide. This is what we call the candidate funnel, right? Meaning, where do we start? And the first step is we got to pre-qualify people. And again, so it could be a qualifying question. Hey, you interested in developing some residual income? Hey, have you ever thought about opening a side gig business? Any kind, you know, and you guys know you've been doing this for years. Or you send them to the biomolecule breakthrough video, because that's the qualifying one. Or it'll be this new booklet, the 11 Secrets. And then again, you're just looking, are they not interested? Do they have interest in the product? Or do they have interest in the business? And then Johnny, click on the second slide, please. This, I'm the only one who can call him Johnny, by the way. He's a kid to me.
And my favorite band has always been Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. So
Asbury Jukes, there we go. All right, so now if they show that they weren't interested in the business, they're interested in the products, then here's the pathway. It's that Nature's Fountain of Youth video, which is the 6-minute one. And then again, no, okay, we'll move them to a file and check back with them in 6 months or 8 months. Maybe, okay, we move them on. Or if they say yes, then you just enroll them as a customer. But if they say maybe, then we take them to the next step, which is giving them this magalog. And if that's enough, we sign them up. If they still want to know more, then you'd put them on those individual product videos that Dr. Hugo does about some of the each products, or some of Dr. Jimmy's videos. And then if they're still not ready, then maybe you do a 2-way call on a Zoom with your sponsor, which, you know, you guys would probably be doing it for your people, the newer people. You guys wouldn't need that, let's say, at your level of experience. And then if you click the third slide, this is the business pathway. So if we did that qualifying step and they're interested in becoming a consultant, maybe, Then step one would be the Discover Immunotech presentation. And again, it could be the flip chart, or it could be in a hotel room. It could be in a home. It could be on Facebook or Zoom. Or the It's Your Turn video, like I said, or it could be a one-on-one. And then when they're at that, you want to send them home with information, which would be the magazine, and then this is just a new brochure we made of the comp plan. We just sexed it up and made it more candidate friendly. Instead of just being a boring description of how the plan works, we call it Unleash the Power of Leverage. And it's just written in a more marketing context, and it's more attractive and spaced out, so it'll be more effective as a marketing tool, where the old one was just kind of an information tool. So that's what you send them home with right after step one. Then if they're ready to join, you sign them up. If they're not, you put them in the follow-up file. Or if they're still not sure, then you want to get them in a larger presentation, like Facebook where you got 1,000 people on it. And then if you just go click on the fourth slide, that shows the whole thing all together. Like this is what, so when you read that chapter about, okay, what is a ladder of escalation? What is the pipeline or the pathway that you bring candidates through? This is what it's going to look like now that we're filling it in with these new tools. So I just thought, since he told me you were doing this chapter this week, I would share this with you guys so you got a little advance notice of what's coming up at the convention, and you can, be working with your guys right now to get them as up to speed as possible on that.
Great, thank you.
I'm sure there's some questions, Randy. I know you're limited on time, but if you can give us 5 more minutes, I know that there's going to be questions.
I know
there's going to be questions. Judy always has a question. Judy, what's your question?
I don't have a question. I'm just sitting back in amazement right now. Because the duplication, Randy, in your book, we all get what duplication is. We all understand it. We've been in the game long enough. But for too many years, we've been trying to duplicate the wrong stuff, glutathione and, and we haven't had a pathway. This is a pathway. This is a map. This is a roadmap. When you do this, you do that. When we had our business, we had a consultant come in and flow chart our business.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And this is exactly what this is. So thank you very much. Wow.
Patricia, did you have a question or comment?
I am seeing in the orders there is it looks like a new pamphlet. Randy, is that your creation?
Which one are we talking about?
And I'm just looking it up on my other device here. Okay, just a minute. Where is it here? Planner, English planner, Spanish planner, French planner. What is that?
I have no idea. Where are you seeing that?
Under everything that we can order.
Oh, that's in the starter kit, Patricia. That's an item that's contained in the consultant pack, starter pack.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like now we can order it separately all by itself. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you.
Yeah. So just to clarify, the new things that are, and these are Spanish, because Mexico Convention was first, we did those first. So the 11 secrets, that's the mass market tool. The super immunity, which is essentially a very sexy product catalog. We made it look like a magazine called Super Immunity. And then we have redone the comp plan brochure and call it Unleash the Power of Leverage. So those are the new tools that will be, as soon as they're ready, I will, demand they put them up on their website, and I'll let John know and he can spread the word to you guys. But for sure, they'll all be ready by Immunifest.
I want to make one quick point. Randy, you tell me when you got to go for real, because I want to go to Barry and Tom real quick also, and Margot and Donna, if possible. One quick point. When you read chapter 5, don't miss the point about the months that Randy took off, or years, I think it was 2 years.
2 years.
And his business still went. Because when you do it right, that's what happens. I remember, years and years ago when our daughter died, our business still went. Okay. If you get people to duplicate and you're out of the picture for whatever the reasons are, your business continues. If you try to be a one man or one woman superstar, you try to be Elton John or Bruce Springsteen or something, they're unique. We're not. We want to duplicate ourselves thousands of times. So if something happens, bad or good in our life, maybe you take a 6-month hiatus and you want to go see the world now that it's opening up again. Okay. Whatever the circumstance is, if you do it right, your business continues and gets stronger, even though you're not there day to day. Barry, question or comment?
Well, having gone through the 25 years of the old stuff, my brain has to learn and get the discipline of a standard pathway. And as soon as I can get these in my hands and sort of get them in my brain, it'll be an improvement.
Fair enough. Tom?
The 11 secrets, do I know them? Randy?
Didn't understand the question, please.
Oh, the 11 secrets in the new brochure.
What are they?
Yeah, roughly, just in terms of preparation.
I can't tell you. They're secret.
Nice work.
All right. Let me practice my Spanish. Okay. Number 1, take part in sharing a wellness movement around the world.
Okay.
2 is joining the business model of the future. And you're going to see, and you'll see in the new presentation as well, we really made this fresh for what's relevant today, right? Because like when we're talking about the new business model of today, we're talking about e-commerce, social media, side gig jobs, direct selling, this stuff that people are doing today in those terms. We're not talking about diseases and conditions. The third one is biohack your immune system naturally. 4 is activate the power of leverage. 5 is talking about it as a lifestyle business. The 6th one is the irrefutable science. And we've got the patents and the studies and the McGill University and all of the credibility stuff. 7 is, creating success by helping other people reach success. 8 is about the rock star sponsor, it's the platinums, and it's talking about that you've got all of these people above you who are committed to your success. 9 is about how in demand the products are. 10 is about the Olympic athletes and elite athletes saying, if these people swear by these products, imagine what you can do with them. And then number 11 is about timing. Now is the moment. Hey, because the thing, and I think for you guys who are a lot of you are the original gangsters who've been around for 25 years or 20 years or 15 years. What I told the convention, and I will tell this next one, is 2022 is got to be the year that you get other leaders from other companies coming to Immunitech and saying, oh my God, we don't have 78 patents. We don't have 84 published clinical research studies. We don't, we have a lot of hype and we have a lot of smoke and mirrors and we talk a lot of a good game, but we don't have anything like that. This new sport, Immunical, is going to transform the company because now you have a product that is not, you can't sell it to sick people, right?
Yeah.
No sick person is going to buy it. They're not interested in that. This is a product designed for that. Elite, the people who want to reach the elite levels of health and wellness, which is the real market for Immunitech. And I predict in 2 to 3 years, Immunical Sport will be selling more than the original or Platinum, and probably more than those two combined, believe it or not. So
Wow.
that's the message you have to get out in 2022, right? And that's where because they're just saying, well, this company's been around for 25 years. It's a flatline company. Why would I join it? And you have to show, here's what happened. In 2017, to all this science, all this credibility, it still wasn't making money. So they couldn't grow. They couldn't promote. And Mauricio took it public. He brought in Brant Wallace to do the CFO and Roberto to handle logistics and, put together his team and turned it into a viable business that actually produces a profit. And then he took those profits and he invested it into more science, into a product like sport, into two bald guys who were developing marketing tools and a duplicable system. And that's what you have to show these people is that's what changed. This is not going to stay a flatline company anymore. This is a company that's going to explode in 2022. That's why timing is the last point in that booklet, right? That's the message you guys got to be out there with in 2022. So that's what, all the tools, the presentation, the new presentation we're going to do, it's all geared to that. And that's what's going to make this, and I got to tell you, that convention in Mexico City, that's the most product they have ever sold in one day. It's the most product they've ever sold in 1 2-hour time period. The most swag they ever sold, the most shaker bottles they ever sold, the most tools they ever sold. It was, a rampage of people going to that store. And the sales since then, they're over the moon. People are just going crazy in LATAM. And we're going to create that same thing in North America.
Hey.
Super. Thank you.
Let me just see if Donna had a quick question. Margot's got something with her phone where she can't speak apparently, but see if Donna had a quick question for you, Randy.
I don't have a quick question, but Randy, thank you. I am so excited for this flow chart. That is exactly what we have been looking for a very long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, so John, I'd suggest just forward that email to everybody on your in your group.
Yep.
You can just click on the slide and then hit forward and then or reply all or whatever. Figure it.
Yeah.
Your daughter will help you do it.
You figured that one out already, huh?
Yeah, so that'll but you guys can be, a little head start on that, and then just look for those tools as soon as they're out. So,
well, if you go,
only thing, because I really do have to go, Rich,
right.
Remember, today is the last day for the early bird price for any of your people to go to the live event.
Oh yeah, better let them know.
All right, I will let you go back to your study group. I just wanted to jump in and say hey.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate you, buddy.
Randy.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Randy.
All
Thanks,
right.
Randy.
Okay,
See
guys.
you. Bye.
So let's just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.